Well, my fire's working a little better today than it did the last time I was out here, so that's a good thing. It is still a little windy, but it's not quite as bad, and this pine wood I have chopped up is starting pretty good, so just going to add on a few more sticks here, get this fire going good. Gonna let it burn down about an hour or so, and then I'm going to do a little cooking. Well, you can see by the flames it is still quite windy today, but the fire's going good, so that's a good deal. Son's having fun throwing things in the fire because that's always fun. I'm just going to let it burn down about an hour, and then we're going to cook some beef in my Dutch oven over the fire. Now that it's burned a while, I'm pulling out some coals out to the side, and then I just set my Dutch oven over it to kind of heat up a little bit before I put my meat in it. Well, I've let my Dutch oven heat up, so it's pretty hot. It's been sitting over some hot coals. And I just have a beef roast that was on sale, and it has a pretty thick, fat cap on the one side, so I'm just going to put that in there and rub it around for a few minutes and let some of that fat sizzle off and grease that, the bottom of that Dutch oven so the food doesn't stick. Now that I've got the bottom greased with that fat, I'm going to go ahead and put my my little horseshoe stand over the hot coals to keep my Dutch oven up off of them so stuff doesn't burn. And then I'm going to dump in some onions. I think that's 1 quartered onion. And then I'm going to dump in some seasonings. I have some Cavendars, all-purpose Greek, and a packet of Au Jus Gravy seasoning, and then some steak seasoning as well. And I'm going to just dump that in pretty liberally. I don't measure. I'm just going to throw it in there and put some potatoes on top and cover it back up. Oh, and some water. Gotta have some water in there. now that I have all my food in it, in my Dutch oven, I'm going to come over and shovel out some more hot coals, put it on top of the lid. I've learned that you want more hot coals on top than underneath, so kind of approximately 2/3 of your heat should be on top and about 1/3 underneath. I don't know why that is, but for some reason, if you get too many underneath it will burn the bottom pretty quick, but you put them on top and it helps cook it pretty evenly. So I'm just going to shovel as much as it can hold up there. I did get a little extra ash when I was shoveling these coals in, and you don't want too much ash because that actually acts kind of as an insulator. But I did get a little more ash on there than I normally try to. Probably should have waited for the fire to burn down to have a little bigger bed of coals to work with, but it was getting later and I was getting hungry, so I just piled everything on there and it worked just fine. So here's after about 30 minutes of cooking. The steam has mixed with the seasonings on top and created somewhat of a crust, so I just turned that over. I flipped the beef over so that could get down in the juice and the water in the bottom and all mixed together and make gravy. And I added some more water to it. I'm not sure if I show it here, but I added some more water to it. And then replaced the coals and let it go for another 45 minutes or so. Well, I still have not taken the time to go find my lid lifter that I do have somewhere, so I'm still using a stick, but it works just fine. You just got to be a little careful. So the beef is smelling really good about now, and the potatoes are getting tender, but the beef still needs more time in there. And so I added some more water, flipped things around again, and then went ahead and added some more coals on top and let it cook some more. I did take out the potatoes at this point because they were soft, and put them in a little roaster and just set them beside the fire, just there along the edge to keep them warm while the beef kept cooking. I should have cooked the beef first for a while and then added the potatoes later, and that's normally how I do it in the house, but I wasn't thinking. I was distracted or something, I don't know. So that's alright. I just scooped out the potatoes and set them along the side for a minute, and then to stay warm, and then the beef kept cooking. I added some more water after this. And here's the final result. The beef was not as fall apart tender as I prefer it to be, but we were all hungry and I was running out of coals. So we decided just to slice it up and eat it, and it tasted amazing. The gravy was really good. So there was a little bit of coal on there, but just scrape it off and eat the meat. It was really good.